everyone, welcome back. Today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'll be discussing whether or not you need to splurge and invest in an eye cream. So I'll describe the reasons why some people say you do need it or why I don't think that you need it, and in the end, what the best approach is. So as we all know, when you look in the mirror, the periorbital skin, or the skin around the eyes, is different than the rest of the face. There are no pores there. It doesn't get oily. We don't get pimples and breakouts there. Problems tend to be different. They tend to be more around puffiness or circles around the eyes. And now, there are no creams for circles that exist that will actually do the job. If you're dealing with circles under the eyes, it can be caused by various reasons, and there are various treatments for them, but really there's no cream in the world that's going to get rid of circles around the eyes. Puffiness can be eliminated with cool therapy, like keeping iPads in the fridge and putting them on in the morning just to depuff that area, or eye gels that have depuffing ingredients such as caffeine to help constrict and basically bring down the puffiness. But in terms of eye care, do you need an eye cream? Well, since we just established this area is different, it doesn't produce as much oil as the rest of our face. It's also much more delicate and thin. The skin around the eyes is thinner. It's the first place we show aging, whether we get the crow's feet or the lines underneath the eyes. It's really the first place that we notice that. So the things we want to target in the periorbital skin are really collagen maintenance, collagen building, and prevention of collagen breakdown. So the ingredients we want are many of the same ingredients that we want in our face creams, things like niacinamide, peptides, antioxidants, growth factors, and vitamin C. So it's funny because if you compare ingredients, if you look at the same brand product and you look at the eye cream and the face cream, very often actually what happens is the eye cream contains smaller concentrations, smaller doses of these really important ingredients, and so in that case you're actually better off using the face cream because you get more of these active ingredients going into an area that really needs it. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Now, as I said before, because there are really no visible pores, there's no problem with oiliness underneath the eye area, there are things you absolutely don't need. You don't need things like BHAs, salicylic acid, that cleans out pores. That's unnecessary. A lot of the acids that we apply to our face, like glycolic and lactic acids, they would be very drying around the eyes. The eye area is sensitive, so we have to be very careful when we are putting on things that cause peeling or dehydration, because that area is dry to begin with. So the next point is the hydration. This area needs even more hydration than the rest of our face because it doesn't really produce a lot of its own moisture. So we want to up the hydration and get a lot of, and we can actually tolerate more oilier substances than on the face because there is less oil production in this area. Otherwise, the other two ingredients I want to address specifically are vitamin C and retinoids. So vitamin C will benefit the periorbital skin just as much as the face, and it's equally important, but again, it depends on what type of vitamin C you use. If you're a fan of L-ascorbic acid, which is really only active when it's at quite an acidic pH, the periorbital area may be far too sensitive to tolerate that type of vitamin C, so that's why a lot of these products will say avoid the eye area. But if you use vitamin C's that are esters, that are more stable vitamin C's, they do not have to be at an acidic pH. They are more at the pH of our natural skin pH, and that way they are not irritating. So vitamin C is absolutely an ingredient that you want in the periorbital skin. Another ingredient I want to talk about is retinoids, because tretinoin is well known to be drying and irritating and sensitizing. So if you use a tretinoin, you want to be very slow and careful and gentle in introducing it into the periorbital skin. And the way I recommend it is if you've already been using tretinoin on your face, avoiding the eye area, when that's absorbed and you go in to put your moisturizer on, you can then transfer the moisturizer around the eye area, and that way the vitamin A that is on your skin some of it will transfer up into the periorbital skin, but in a much, much lower concentration than what you applied to the face. So that's one way to start retinoid in the periorbital area. Another one is if you use a non-irritating vitamin A product on your face, then you can bring it up to the eye. And again, not on the lid and not right underneath the eyelashes, but the periorbital area generally you apply on the orbital bones. So just below or on the eyebrow, crow's feet, and underneath here. And you should be fine with that as well. So why purchase an eye cream? I would say the only reason to purchase an eye cream is to get increased hydration compared to the rest of the face. That would be my only reason to get an eye cream. Now, I do use an eye cream most of the time, and it is for that reason, because I apply nearly all of my products to my periorbital area, and then I put the eye cream on top as well for the extra hydration. So in a way, or actually, my periorbital area gets more products than the rest of my face. So when I use an AHA pad, glycolics or salicylics, I never apply that in the periorbital area. Lactic acid also. With my hydration, I will do it with my vitamin C serum. I will apply it if I'm using peptides, growth factors. I apply those all around my periorbital area, and then I will also add extra hydration with an eye cream. So the bottom line is, I think if you're on a budget and you're trying to decide whether or not to buy an eye cream and a face cream, or take all of that money and buy a higher quality face product, as long as it doesn't have those irritating ingredients that I mentioned, you're far better off buying a high quality face product and bringing it around the eye area. If you're not on a budget and money is no object, then absolutely, you can look into getting eye creams. Now, having said all this, of course, not all eye creams are equal. There are many eye creams that don't have a lot of these important ingredients that I've mentioned before, like the growth factors, the niacinamide, the antioxidants, the vitamins. So you want a really good brand that will, again, you want to help stimulate collagen production, you want to maintain the collagen that you have, and you want to prevent the degradation of collagen, which is primarily through pollution and sun damage. So I'm going to show you guys 3 of my absolute favorite products for the eye area. One of them is not an eye product, but it can be used in the eye area. So I have them right here. Let's start off by talking about the product that is not a designated eye product. It's by Skin Better Science, and it's called Interfuse Interfuse Treatment Lines. And what this product is basically, if you imagine injectable grade hyaluronic acid, and there are 5 different types of hyaluronic acid in here, and I'll explain why in a minute. And the problem with most hyaluronic acid products is that hyaluronic acid is a very, very large molecule, and it cannot penetrate through the skin barrier. So it essentially sits on the skin. This is a water absorber, so it's a hydrator. So it absorbs as much water as possible from your skin if it's damp, from the environment, and it plumps up the skin that way. This product is actually designed to be absorbed through the skin. The way it's done is through a proprietary coating technology, which is lipophilic, which means it loves fat, and our skin barrier is mostly fatty molecules on the outsides of our cells. So this can sneak through in between cells and penetrate deeper. And the reason why it has 5 different types of hyaluronic acid molecules is because the different sizes determine how deeply it penetrates through the stratum corneum and deeper through the skin barrier. So the larger molecules get left closer to the surface, and the smaller molecules get deposited deeper and deeper in the skin. This product, so that's the tech behind it. Of course, another reason why I love Skin Better Science as an excellent company is all of their packaging is in a vacuum with a nitrogen coating on top, and so basically it's air sealed in a vacuum. It doesn't oxidize, it doesn't get exposed to air, and so it lasts longer. And you know, the 50th time you use it and the first time you use it, you should be getting the exact same quality product. In terms of what it actually looks like when you apply it to the skin, it literally erases lines. I mean, not if you have very deep grooved wrinkles, but if you have periorbital lines, I have found nothing that comes close to this product. The hyaluronic acid plumps up your skin so much, and it really does penetrate so deeply that lines literally disappear. It is, like I said, this isn't an eye product, but it's an intensive treatment that can be used anywhere that you have lines on the face. So whether you have marionette lines or you have lines on your forehead that bother you, this is basically a spot treatment for anywhere that you want plumping, and it's really an incredible product. Now, my 2 designated eye products are the Interfuse Treatment Cream Eye is one of my favorite eye creams, and it complements the lines so they can be used. I use them both in conjunction, and the order in which you would apply it is you would apply lines first, and then you would apply Interfuse cream, and then you would apply whatever else you want to apply on top of those. So this is an eye cream where the proprietary technology is peptides. That one was hyaluronic acid, this is peptides. So peptides in this product are again coated by that lipophilic coating that helps these molecules sneak through in between our skin cells and get through the skin barrier. And the other thing that's in this product, and also in lines, is a neurocalming peptide. And neurocalming basically means it's like the topical version of Botox or Dysport or Jeuveau. It's basically something that calms the nerves in the sense of minimizing lines through relaxing the nerve activity. So this is a great eye cream, and its primary ingredients are peptides. And I find you need only a rice grain amount to use this, and it is extremely moisturizing. Now, the third product, which is my second eye cream, I switch between these, but I don't really ever use anything else. And this is the Restorative Eye Cream by Alastin. Alastin has a different type of technology. Their technology is called Trihex technology, and the way this works is it basically goes into your skin, it breaks down old collagen, cleans it out, removes it, and then stimulates the production of new collagen. So I know of people also who've used this, and basically their crepey skin disappeared, and they could visibly tell a difference in the appearance of the skin around their eyes, their periorbital area. So going back to summing it all up, basically, you don't need a specific eye cream. When it comes to the periorbital area, you do want to avoid the irritating, drying ingredients that you may use on your face. You absolutely want all the good stuff, like I mentioned before, your growth factors, your peptides, your niacinamides, your vitamin C, your vitamin E, your coenzyme Q. All those products are just as good for the eye area as they are for the face area. And then in addition to that, if you find that you have lines and you want to diminish their appearance, or you find that you're dry around the eyes and you'd like to basically add the hydration, and the hydration is also anti-aging, then I would reach for an eye cream, but I would only reach for an eye cream if I could get a really good quality one. Otherwise, I would invest in a really, really good quality face product and just apply it around my periorbital area. So I hope you found this hopeful, and if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next one.